Hello, Craig Vinyl community. Craig again with, I think it's been a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks since I've last done a Vinyl Finds video. I've done a couple of different things lately, if you saw on my channel, so if you haven't, check them out, tell me what you think. But it's Sunday here, May the 15th, and cheers. This is actually a one of my home brews I did, not the one I did on video, but one I've done previously where I've made my own mash and that using grains and things. So although it's close to winter here, it's still beautiful weather outside. It's sunny, and yesterday was quite hot, so we're having a very long hot autumn, if you put it that way. So it's been been quite busy lately. A lot of things happening. Went to the local football last night, Brisbane versus Collingwood, my team Brisbane, and we got absolutely smashed, absolutely caned. And in the morning, my son, who does AFL umpiring, so I watched 3 games of football of him umpiring, so that was good, all good fun. Anyway, I have picked up quite a few records in the last few weeks, so I'm just going to catch up. So what I've done, I've got a container on the floor here behind me, and I've picked out about 10 or so, about 10 records randomly. So I don't know what I've got here, just to show you guys what I've got. So let's whip through those. First of all, Dusty. It's called the Dusty Springfield The Silver Collection. All the tracks there. So, yeah, a real darn good, a real good collection of her records here. And why she's eating an apple on the back, don't know, is that some kind of symbol for her? I wouldn't know. A nice little write-up about her there. Records in top condition, so I've been wanting to get something of Dusty's, and I saw that, so picked it up. Would you believe, as much as some of you know I love guitar and that, I do not have a Shadows album until now. Well, maybe I do have one, but first one I've actually found in my finds. So this is called the Shadows Greatest Hits. Like any of these guys, they've probably had about 25 Greatest Hits albums. Here's one of them. It's on the Columbia. I'm not sure what year this one is. Going by the dusty smell of the record and the notes on the back, it would have to be 60s, 70s. There we go there on Columbia. As you know, I love my guitar, so that's awesome. ELO's Greatest Hits. And of course the big one, side 1, track 1, Evil Woman is on this one. Hard to go by. Yeah, so good old Jeff Lynne. Jeff Lynne, of course, who also went on to do the Travelling Wilburys. 10cc. This is pretty cool. Bloody Tourist, it's called. And it's got one of my favourite songs there, Dreadlock Holiday. For those of you in the UK and Australia particularly who love cricket, you'll know that probably, I think it was in the 80s, Dreadlock Holiday was used quite a lot on the promotion on TV for the cricket series, cricket games. When they talk about I don't like cricket in the song chorus, I think it is. So apart from that, I'll be honest, I don't know any of the other songs. Interesting. Gatefold. The other day I had an exchange of a couple of comments with Gregory, who'll be watching this. How are you going, Gregory? I think you were going to order this one. Would you believe the next day I actually came across this? So there you go. Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. A must for any collector to have in their collection. And I think if you open this up, if I work it out like this, and there's MJ there. So Off the Wall. Finally got it. Not just that, but also Mr. Bad. Michael Jackson's Bad. Yeah, he did start, changing his face a bit back then. This is probably 88, I suppose, around that time. You know, a lot of us, I don't think, liked his change, but what could we do? But he produced this album. It's phenomenal. I think Quincy Jones, produced by Quincy Jones, co-produced by Michael Jackson. I mean, one of the biggest selling albums of all time, this one. And this is in really good. I mean, just look at the hype sticker there, promoting all the hit songs. And all the words on there. So pleased to get those. Bee Gees Greatest Hits. I've got a couple of Bee Gees already. This one I think is a double album. I've seen this at the local record store recently for $30. All these ones I got here averaged about $2.20 each. So just like a bulk buy. So this opens up and you'll see each member of the Bee Gees. It's like a trifold, I guess. If I can get that in, if you can kind of see that. So that's pretty cool. And you know, all the songs like Jive Talkin', Night Fever, Tragedy, Staying Alive, all that kind of stuff. So it's all there. Looking at it, it's probably a bit more focus on or with the songs I just mentioned, on disco and maybe their later years, not so much their early years. Roxy Music, I've probably got about 5 or 6 of these now. I didn't have this one, Flesh and Blood. This is in good condition too. Except for the little split there. Not much there. What we got here? Flesh and Blood. Just 2 more quickly. Elvis in Hollywood. Don't really know. It's RCA Victor, 20 original hits from his motion pictures. Obviously with the little strip movie cuts there. I'll just pull this one out for you guys. A lot of Elvis Skies fans out there. So what year is this? Don't know if it says. I've never seen this one before. Looks like 1976, thereabouts. And lastly, I've actually got a Beach Boys. I think they've had a few golden hits, greatest hits. And I've got another one with the guys on the surfboard. A different version of this. So I don't know if it's the same songs, just a slightly different pressing, or whether it's from a different country. But I'm pretty sure. Actually, this is probably from the UK, I think, because a lot of these records we got, the person who was selling them was originally from the UK, and so some of these records here I've got UK pressings. Alright guys, that's about it. So yeah, thanks very much again for listening. Please hit the little like button there, that'd be great. Any comments on those records there? Appreciate to hear your thoughts on it. And you too, Gregory, have you got off the wall yet? Let me know. So next week I'll come back with a few more records there. I've got about another 3 or 4 videos to make, I find, so we'll get through it shortly. I'm on Instagram as well. I've just started that recently, so I'll oops, I think I just built a little bit of beer there, not much. I'll put my Instagram address down below if you want to follow me there. That'll be great. And pretty soon I think I'll start a Facebook page just on vinyl. Because I plaster a lot of stuff on vinyl on my personal page, and not everybody's into it, but hey, too bad. Don't like it, don't look at it. So cheers, see ya. Oh, take 2 at the end. I a bit wrong. So a bit wrong for me to finish off a video without saying cheers the proper Aussie way. So cheers.